So I used to be so scared of being in a bathing suit. My family would take, you know, vacations every year together. It was week of 4th of July. Panama City Beach is like my favorite place in the world, and our whole family, all of our friends would go. And I would literally stay under my umbrella on my beach chair in my cover-up, like, because I didn't want anyone seeing me in a bathing suit. And, you know, I just remember like this being such a terrible time for me in my life because I was just so controlled by food. You know, it wasn't even, when we went on vacation, it wasn't even like the beach and the stuff I looked forward to. It was like going out to eat in the restaurants and, you know, all the desserts and going to Dippin' Dots, which is in PCB, and it was like the only like freestanding Dippin' Dots where you could like, there's like 30 different flavors, and like all the things that I look forward to was the food, because at that point in my life, that's all I thought about. It just ran my life. And I hated being in a bathing suit, even though like my family and friends were the closest people to me. I didn't even want them seeing me in my bathing suit. And you know, they were out in the water like playing and having fun and yelling for me, and I'm like, Kaelin, come in, like come get in the water. And I'm just like, no, I'm just gonna stay here. And it was just so discouraging to, you know, be on a vacation and to be so afraid to take off a cover-up that I, you know, didn't like partake in those memories and didn't partake in those activities because I didn't want people seeing me in a bathing suit. Crazy. And it's kind of hurtful now thinking about it, like, man, you know, what are the things that I could have done leading up to that? What are the things I could have changed in my life to where I wouldn't have felt that way? And, you know, after that vacation, I was kind of starting to have an aha moment, like, I don't want it to be like this anymore. I want to be able to control, you know, the food. I want to take back control over the food. Because the reason I was feeling that way is I just was eating uncontrollably, or I would eat like binge at nighttime in my pantry and eat like a whole thing of cookie dough, and I would eat like a whole bag of Oreos and like a giant glass of milk, and like I don't even like milk, but Oreos, you can't have Oreos without milk, right? We make them all soggy, you guys know what I'm talking about, right? Anyways, so the food was in complete control of me, and at this moment when I realized like I don't want it to be like this anymore, I don't want to be ashamed of being in my bathing suit. I don't want to be scared to like hang out with my friends and family on the beach because it involves like me being in a two-piece. You know, I didn't want that anymore. So I started thinking like, what are the ways that I can control the food? Like when I start having these cravings, how can I start stopping them, right? What are the precautions that I can take and the things that I can put in place that'll help me be able to like not binge on a whole pack of Oreos, or not eat a whole tub of cookie dough, or not eat a whole large pizza myself, like every time that my body wants it, I just do it, right? Like not drive 10 minutes away to, you know, McDonald's and get 4 double cheeseburgers and a large fry and a milkshake and a large Coke, right? Like how could I stop, like when I was having the cravings, how could I help myself win in those situations instead of losing, right? So I just started like researching and looking a bunch of stuff up, like how do you control your cravings, like what are some of the stuff you can do, and I just started trying like all this crazy stuff. Like example, one of the ones that I started doing was when I had cravings for chocolate, I would go brush my teeth. So when I was having a chocolate craving or I wanted like cookie dough and stuff like that, I would go brush my teeth. Because pretty much nothing tastes good after you brush your teeth, right? Like everything tastes bad after you brush your teeth. And it would really help those cravings go away. Or I would start to chew gum. Because once you have like that mint taste in your mouth, it really helps curb cravings. I wouldn't like really think about the chocolate anymore. When I started craving different foods, or I felt like I was really hungry and I was like, I just ate like an hour ago, like how can I be hungry? I found out that the truth is I was just thirsty because my body was completely dehydrated, right? All I was drinking was Cokes and milkshakes at that time. Whenever I would feel hungry or I would start to have cravings, I would instantly drink like 16 to 32 ounces of water. And when I did that, like those cravings went away. Like it's interesting because like I think it's like 70% of the time that you feel like you're hungry or that you're craving something, your body is just signaling that it's thirsty, it's dehydrated. And so as soon as I would drink that 32 ounces of water, that 16 ounces of water, like it would go away because my stomach now has water in it, my body is hydrated now, and it wasn't actually hungry, it was just signaling for water. So that was another trick that I used. And then there's a bunch more that kind of came up over time that I figured out. And so if you're someone that's struggled with these cravings, if you feel right now like, yeah, I'm that person, I feel, you know, I don't feel good in a bathing suit, I want to lose weight, like I want to be able to control the food, Kaelin, you're speaking to me, I know exactly what you're saying. I made something for you, and you know, you don't have to get it, it's free, but I made you a Cravings Crusher cheat sheet, which is like all of the things that I do when I start to have crazy cravings. and like what your body is actually asking you for. So if you're craving chocolate, this is what your body actually wants. If you're craving, you know, sweets, this is what your body's actually wanting. If you're craving savory stuff, this is what your body's actually wanting. And then when you're like really like gung-ho on like I have to have chocolate right now, like this includes the things that I do when my body is saying that makes them go away like almost instantaneously. So I want to help you out because I know how hard it is, the struggle of cravings. So this is free. You can get it at the link up here in this video. And it's just a couple of things that I use in my everyday life, like literally every single day, to help, you know, get rid of those cravings because they never go away. Like people all the time, all these like weight loss fitness gurus and stuff, they're just like, you have to be stronger than the cravings. And I'm like, that's impossible. Like you're always gonna crave stuff. I lost 65 pounds 7 years ago, and I still crave stuff all the freaking time. It's just all about what you're gonna put in place instead of binging on all that chocolate or, you know, that tub of cookie dough like I used to do, or a whole bag of Doritos. Like here's some things that you can do instead that help stop that and kind of redirect your body and your mind away from the cravings. So if you're someone that's struggling with that, you know, grab that. It's totally free, and I don't want to ruin all the surprises that are in it because there's some really cool stuff that I do that helps with that. And so you aren't gonna have to feel like food's in control of you anymore. You're gonna take back control of the food, and you know, then the next summer you're gonna be confident in a bathing suit. Like when you can stop yourself from, you know, being controlled by food, like you're gonna watch your weight loss, you know, just skyrocket. When you reestablish your relationship with food and that you're in control of it and that it doesn't control you, like it's gonna get you to that goal of being confident in your bathing suit on the beach. So I'm excited for you to grab that, and I know that it's gonna help you so much along this journey. And I hope that helps you, and I hope that some of these cravings tips you'll use moving forward, and just watch how it just changes your whole perspective on food and your cravings, because girl, you are in control. Don't forget it.